Hey guys, welcome back. Captain Foley from Trekyards here, and Tomy's at it again. Let's talk about it. I'm excited too. Let's take a look. All right guys, welcome back. As you guys know, or maybe not know, Tomy, who does diecast miniatures and things like that and have for over 100 years, has done the TOS Enterprise in 350 scale. They've also done the Enterprise refit, which will be coming out and being shipped in October of this year. I've got both of them, and I know the Tomy team fairly well. People like Gary Kerr, Matthew Cushman, and Chris Huseman. As a result, I want to talk about this Klingon D7 that they're coming out with, because it's another 350 scale ship of the original TOS Klingon D7. Now, we kind of had a feeling that this was coming when we talked to them and did the interview with Chris in Vegas last year, and their plan is to release regular releases of Star Trek ships, preferably all in 350 scale, which means you're not likely to get an Enterprise D. If you do, it won't be in 350 scale. But you can check out those interviews over on Trekyards, and it was really informative. Chris is a great guy. Of course, Matthew Cushman and Gary Kerr are both awesome as well, and they kind of make sure that the accuracy is there. So anyway, just got word that they're releasing this Klingon D7, and there's a few things we need to talk about in regards to it. I have a few thoughts and feelings, and if you're not aware of it, well, now you are. We're going to go through it and take a look at what they're promising us, and we'll see what's going on with it. So anyway, let's get right into it. Without any further ado, I've got my D7s here, which we're going to use later for explanation purposes, because they do offer two versions of this. And I'm not sure if they're just going to be making one based on surveys, or if both will be available. So to be a true Tomy Star Trek completionist, you'll need to buy two. One is the original screen used one, and then there's the original concept one, which has a two-tone paint scheme, which again Trekyards has done a video on with the awesome Rob Bonchoon. We take a look at the differences in them, so make sure you check that out as well. But anyway, let's get into it. Here we go. From concept to screen to shelf, replicating authentic details. Crafted for Star Trek collectors and built to exacting standards, the 1/350 scale model of the 1/350 Klingon D7 battlecruiser delivers 26 inches of die-cast precision and accurate detail. This limited edition blends durable construction with the distinct silhouette seen in Star Trek. Whether you're a longtime fan or a dedicated collector, this officially licensed model brings a key piece of Klingon design into your personal collection. From the opening shuttle bay to the spotlight display base, every feature delivers the accuracy and craftsmanship true collectors expect. During development, we were working closely with collectors and Star Trek experts to capture both versions of the D7 that are part of Star Trek history. The original filming model appeared in solid gray on screen, though designer Matt Jeffries originally intended for the ship to have a two-tone finish. Over time, both the filming model and additional studio models were repainted for potential future use. This is why we're offering both variants, one based on the version that appeared on screen, and one inspired by the private commission piece that introduced more colorful details, a design highly regarded among collectors. Both represent unique moments in the Klingon D7 battlecruiser production history, making them significant additions for any Star Trek collection. We're honored to bring both versions to life, combining screen-accurate design with collector-grade craftsmanship. And if you want to learn any other details, you can connect with the team over on their Facebook group, the Tomy Insiders Club. So as I stated earlier, Tomy has been making the world smile for more than 100 years. This is an officially licensed and authorized product by Paramount, and they've already successfully crowdfunded campaigns for the 1/350 scale USS Enterprise from TOS and the 1/350 scale USS Enterprise from Star Trek The Motion Picture. Like I said, that will be being delivered in October of 2025. The 1/350 scale USS Enterprise from Star Trek The Motion Picture raised $5.3 million in 2024, and I'm excited to be getting mine. I'll be doing a full review of that and breakdown, as I always do, as I have done with the original TOS Enterprise from Tomy as well. So look forward to that and check it out when you can. So this one is engineered for collectors, designed for authenticity. It's of course die-cast construction, as Tomy is expert at. So the vehicles have a nice weight to them and are quite chunky. This detail here is the headpiece with the top hat, as they call it, and the windows. Now this ship does light up, we'll get into that in a minute, but there you can see some of the details. Yes, there are seam lines, it is die-cast metal. There's only a certain amount of work they can do in that regard to make the seam lines not visible. So it's something people have complained about with the TOS Enterprise, and it's just a thing that exists when you're working with die-cast, unfortunately. So this is one of my coolest additions, at least in my mind. This is a remote controlled lighting system, so they actually have made a TOS Klingon communicator, which not a lot of people have seen or know about the design of it. It's cool to have that. Looks like it's to scale, and you'll be able to control all of the lighting effects through that, which is kind of a neat addition. There's a few neat additions to this one, and that is indeed one of them. Next up is exciting light effects, and it says 3 modes here. So here you can see a picture of the inner part of one of the nacelles all lit up, and I'm not sure what the 3 modes would be necessarily. I'm curious about that, but maybe we'll get more information closer to the date. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'm excited for seeing what kind of modes they have. I do like the green lighting they have here, and yeah, it's a nice close-up of the nacelle. This is the other thing that really excites me, is an opening bay and shuttlecraft. Apparently we're probably going to be getting 2 shuttlecraft, but here's the bay open. It's the top part at the back of the engineering hull that it'll slide off, and it'll reveal this, which we've never really seen the inside of a Klingon shuttle bay. I believe we might have in the animated series, but this is interesting to see. And then you got a Klingon shuttlecraft, which says original TV series model. So I don't know if this was ever intended to be used and never used, but it's very interesting. It's very reminiscent of Matt Jeffrey's original concept design for the Enterprise shuttlecrafts, just wings changed, of course. But very TOS looking interior there. The colors are all great. The shuttle even fits with the era of the 1960s. So I think that's really fantastic. And this other image has like 2 of them in the bay. So it'll be interesting to see how many they offer. I know we got quite a few with the TOS Enterprise, so that was a nice addition. Spotlights on the base that shine up with the green glow, which is going to look really great, especially if you get the concept version of the ship that has more of a teal or an aquamarine kind of glow on the bottom, or color, I mean. So this will really light that up and make it look good. And if you just get the gray one for the production model, this will light it up and make it kind of look like the concept anyway. So that's very interesting. And of course it is USB powered, cords not included, but this is when you can plug in, you don't have to worry about batteries or anything. So there is that. So yeah, going to the 2 distinct versions. There's the original concept design, which I have this one over here, which is painted as it should be. It's got the light kind of blue on the bottom and the gray on the top, but the neck, the boom, is all the blue color, which is quite nice. So take a look. All right, so here's the concept version. There you can see the gray and the kind of light blue detailing on the boom. Gray secondary hull, of course. You've got all the Klingon markings. This is a Polar Light snap together kit, so that's why I just snapped it together. I haven't filled any seams or anything, in case you guys are wondering. So there's the gray on the top. And if you look at the nacelle, you got that blue kind of aquamarine color. And let me just slide that up so we can get underneath it here. There you can see the blue coloring that I was referring to. Looks like I lost the piece for the deflector. That's okay. So yeah, light blue and then a light gray on top. So that is the concept version of this ship. You can see the light blue here and on the boom, and then the gray. This lighting's probably not showing it in as much brilliant detail as I'd like, but there you get kind of a sense of both. And the silver accents. So that's the concept version. Stop bouncing. They're having a party on board. If the cruisers are rocking, don't come a knocking. And then there's, of course, the screen used one, which here I have the Eagle Moss version, which is all gray. It's just the standard gray color. And we're going to take a look at that real quick to show a few of the differences. And then this is the smaller Eagle Moss one. This is the actual production one that is all gray. So it is same color on the bottom as it is on the top. So let me actually grab the other one and we'll do a quick comparison. There they are there, side by side. You can see the difference in the nacelles for sure, color-wise, and the boom. Now a lot of people might be like, I can't see the difference, and maybe you can't. It's probably my fault because of the lighting, but it is what it is. There's the bottom. So preference-wise, it's kind of up to you guys. I'd probably go with the concept version because I really like that look. I find the regular just gray ones kind of a little boring, but anyway, there you go. That is the production version right there. All right, so here we get kind of a call out. So diecast build, of course, you got the bridge, the main sensor up front, which that is a deflector dish on the original D7. It is not a photon torpedo launcher, so I'm glad that they labeled it main sensor. That's great. You got your main deck, USB-C powered base with ambient light display, cord not included, so everybody has USB-C cords lying around, so you'll have to provide your own, and that's fine. But looks like there's some red buttons on the back there, and you could probably operate it from the base or using the remote, so that's kind of neat. 26 inches in length, just 66 centimeters. You got the opening shuttle craft bay at the top there, which just slides back apparently, and an impulse drive, which hopefully will light up as well, and then light up nacelles. So this is something that I think I'm going to be really excited for. I don't know if I'm going to get it necessarily. The problem that I have with it is it's a rather large footprint, and if you've got the TOS Enterprise and the refit, those take up a lot of room as well. My suggestion to the Tomy team, which they said they were maybe kicking around the idea, is have a wall mount included, because the dimensions of this thing make it very possible to just put it on a wall. I've seen them displayed that way at the Henry Ford Museum when they had the Star Trek collection there. They had one mounted on the wall, and it was a fantastic idea. For something this big, you could put it above one of your Enterprises on the wall, and I think that would work immensely well. So hopefully that's something they consider. If not, I'm sure people after the fact will make that. But yeah, here you got a great shot of them looking at it and doing the filming for this. And you can see some seam lines on it, which a lot of people have already started complaining about. But like I said, it's diecast. It is what it is. There's not much you can really do about that. So take it for what it is. If you don't like it, don't order it, I guess. Well, there you have it, guys. That is the first look at the Tomy 350 scale D7. Now, the problem is, I got an email saying share your preference, take the survey and whatever. Click the link and it kind of went nowhere. It was a broken link. I don't know if they're picking one to build based on people's preference or if they're building both. And as I said, if they build both and you want to be a completionist, you're going to have to buy both. Problem is, these are like $600. They're the same price as the Enterprise, which I don't think is necessarily fair, considering the Enterprise has a lot more engineering going on as far as design-wise. Also, especially the refit with the pearlescent paint and all the details. This is a very much more simplistic model. It's not as many paint applications. I'm sure the lighting effects are cool. It does say 3 modes, so I'm not quite sure what to expect there as far as fun factor. But I'm not sure that this constitutes the same price as the Enterprise. That's one of my big sticking points with this. And I'm hoping that there's a reason that it does if they're going to charge the same price. I also want to know if they're going to be making both versions, the concept version and the production version, because they are quite different and yet not. So me personally, my preference would probably be the concept. I really like the two-tone paint application on those. I think it makes it feel more like Matt Jeffrey's original vision, which is what I'd want. The production version is fine. The all gray is not super exciting though. So at least if you get the two-tone, maybe there's more of a reason to spend the same amount. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm excited to find out. I will be talking to the Tomy team leading up to this. My thing is, I didn't expect them to release this so soon. A lot of people, like I kind of knew something like this was coming, and I assumed it would be after October once the refits started being shipped out to people. That's not the case. They released it now, which is interesting. They think they want to just get a gauge on hype and excitement for it and see if it's worth doing, which of course I think it is. And yeah, I just really want, not that I really want, sorry, that was the wrong phrasing. I was really surprised that they released it this soon, and it's leading up to October right now. Like, we're in July already, July of 2025, which is insane. So in October, the refit's going to be shipping out. I'll of course be doing a video on that, but I don't know. It's a lot to spend, and if they're going to be making more, I don't want to have to get every one, especially if the footprint is as big as a 350 ship is. That's a lot for people to not only afford, but to be able to display in their homes. So a lot of people are going to feel left out, or like they should have got it and they couldn't, or whatever. And that's a little bit of a problem, I think. So I wish they do smaller 350 scale ones, like a little Oberth class, which at 350 is not that big, honestly. Maybe offer 2 of those or something, like an Oberth and 2 Birds of Prey in 350 scale, because those would be smaller, and if you added more to the pile, it would be worth the price. Although that being said, this does have the Klingon communicator remote control, which is fantastic. Getting to see the inside of a TOS D7 shuttle bay is a fantastic thing. And those shuttle concepts or designs are very uniquely Klingon and very a product of the times of the TOS series in the 60s. So there's a lot to consider with this one, and I kind of want to get your guys' read on it. Please comment down below what you think about it, with whether you'll be getting it, whether you'll not. I know a lot of people have kind of complained because there hasn't been a lot of updates, as it were, for the refit. They do update people quite often on the Tomy Insiders group over on Facebook, but people are expecting emails and things, and it's just radio silence. But it was the same thing with the TOS Enterprise. So I'm not worried about the refit. It'll get delivered. It'll be fantastic, I'm sure. I'll do a review of it, of course. But just dropping it now with no real updates for the refit, or kind of, I've just read a lot of comments saying, I haven't heard a thing about the refit, and I'm not even sure I'm going to get it, and all this. And it's like, you're going to get it, don't worry. It's Tomy. They've been doing this for 100 years. They're going to deliver on that for sure. So anyway, that's where I stand. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this, and I'll be doing other update videos if I need to, if it comes around to there's more information that I want to share with you guys. I'll definitely let you guys know. I did the same thing with the TOS Enterprise and the refit, so I'm here to cover the Tomy stuff, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So drop a like down below. Please comment on the video. Let me know your thoughts on it. Make sure you subscribe to the Captain Foley personal channel. as well as the Trekyards channel, and check out those other videos I talked about the D7 over on Trekyards. It's really good stuff there. So also check out another video right over here. So until next time, guys, I'm Captain Foley saying Kapla! Bye, guys.